One of the benefits of Nintendo releasing the NX is that they could one-up their competition. They could bring out a new system which is more powerful than the other two consoles, and the other two companies, they couldn't do anything about it because they've already released their new consoles. That is one of the benefits that people have been talking about in terms of Nintendo releasing the NX now or in 2017. But there are rumours knocking about that Microsoft will be bringing out a new Xbox One, which is more powerful than the Xbox One that is currently out. And now we're getting rumours that PlayStation and Sony will be doing the same. There are rumours knocking about that there will be a refresh of the PlayStation 4. It will be known as the PlayStation 4K, and as the name suggests, it will be able to play games in 4K. So I want to discuss what the possible impact of those two things possibly happening could mean for the NX. So before I get into that though, I want to talk about my thoughts on the PlayStation 4K in particular. Now obviously the PlayStation 4K and the new Xbox One are only rumours at this moment in time, although Phil Spencer's talked about it, so it does seem like it could happen in the future. But in terms of the PlayStation 4K, I'm not exactly sure how PlayStation 4 owners will react to that. I'm not really, haven't really been paying much attention to the PlayStation 4K rumours. I'm not sure how gamers are reacting to it. But for me personally, I only just bought a PlayStation 4 back in July 2015, which isn't that long ago. I'll be really, really pissed if Sony released a more powerful PlayStation 4. I think that is just not the way to go. I'll be alright with them releasing like a PlayStation 4 Slim, which has the same specs as the PlayStation 4 that I currently have. But if they released a more powerful console like already, I won't be happy with it. It only feels like this generation is, getting going right now. I'll be disappointed if they released well, not a brand new console, but like a refresh of the PlayStation 4 with more powerful specs. I don't know, it just feels like, I just don't understand the logic behind it. I know they want to compete with the PC market, try and get the specs up to how PCs currently are, but that's the price you pay with consoles. I think they could run the risk of splitting up their user base. I can't see many people upgrading to the PlayStation 4K. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts about the PlayStation 4K in the comment section below. Do you think you will pick up the PlayStation 4K, or will you be sticking with the PlayStation 4? I don't see a situation where I've got the PlayStation 4 and they bring out games which can't run on the old PlayStation 4, but they will be able to run on the PlayStation 4K. That would be absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. Or they could bring out games which will run better on the PlayStation 4K. My response to that is, why wasn't the PlayStation 4 the PlayStation 4K? That's just my opinion. So I wouldn't be happy seeing the PlayStation 4K and a new Xbox One. But in terms of the impact that could have on the NX, it could mean that if the NX is only slightly more powerful than the PS4, then it could mean that the PlayStation 4K and the new Xbox One, they could one up the NX again, and we could have another Wii U situation all over again, where the NX, it comes in mid-generation, and then Sony and Microsoft respond not in terms of new consoles this time around, but with refreshes to the consoles that are currently out. That is a situation that could totally happen. Maybe at E3 2016, maybe you will get Nintendo revealing the NX, but you might also see Sony and Microsoft unveiling their new refreshes for the Xbox One and the PS4. You will be seeing like new update consoles, and previously those update consoles were just like the PS2 Slim or the PS3 Slim, but now it's looking like that these new consoles in this generation, they could actually run games better and at higher resolution. So that could be a massive impact on the NX, but I guess it all depends on when the NX comes out. If the NX does come out in 2017 and not this year, you could see a situation where all three consoles will come out around the same time, and that would be, you know, taking the benefit of Nintendo making a console, releasing a console like now. It would take that benefit away because, you know, Sony and Microsoft would be able to respond, and not only respond, they might actually release their console before Nintendo release the NX. That could totally happen, which is why if it does happen, then the NX needs to come out this year to be able to take advantage of the fact that it is arriving a couple of years after the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. But maybe the announcement at E3 2016 of a new PlayStation 4, maybe that might take people away from buying the NX, and maybe those people might wait for the PlayStation 4K and the new Xbox One. So before, you know, like I said at the start, before everybody thought that Nintendo releasing the NX would be a one-up for them because the other two wouldn't be able to respond to Nintendo releasing a console so soon after Sony and Microsoft releasing the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. But now it's looking like that they are going to be, responding, and they will be making the PlayStation 4K and the new Xbox One. So it's definitely an interesting situation. Obviously, those two consoles haven't been confirmed yet, but according to Eurogamer, the PlayStation 4K is real and it is being worked on, and Phil Spencer has talked about releasing consoles mid-generation. So I think it will happen. I really do think that will happen. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what will happen in terms of who will go where. Will people pick up the NX, or will people wait for the new Xbox One and the PlayStation 4K? I'm not happy about like these two refreshes. I think once you bought the console, that console should last for the whole generation. Otherwise, what's the point in picking up a console so soon? It's like with the next PlayStation 5, if the 4K is real, then what's the point in picking up the PlayStation 5 straight away? You may as well wait until the PlayStation flipping 5K when they release the console that should have been released like at the start. That's how I feel with the 4K. The 4K should have been the PlayStation 4. It just feels like they're ripping off customers. It really does feel that way. Obviously, if that is real, obviously we don't know with the PlayStation 4K is real or not, but I could totally see a situation where everybody thought Nintendo they would win E3 2016 easily with the reveal of the NX, but maybe the hype and the attention might be on the PlayStation 4K. It might be spread to the Xbox One as well. Maybe the attention might not only be on Nintendo at this year's E3. Maybe the spotlight and the limelight may be on the PlayStation 4 with the 4K and the new Xbox One. Maybe that might happen. Whereas before, like the attention would have been on Nintendo with them revealing the NX. Obviously, if they don't reveal it before, but obviously the NX will make an appearance at E3 2016. That would have demanded a lot of airtime, a lot of news coverage. But if Sony revealed the PlayStation 4K, then that attention will be spread to the PlayStation 4K, and the same if Microsoft released the Xbox One. But let me know your thoughts about everything that I've talked about in this video. Would you be happy if Sony released the PlayStation 4K? Would you go out and buy it? I wouldn't, and that would leave a bad taste in my mouth because I don't know, it just feels like if I wanted a PC sort of situation, then I would game on PC. I want my console to release, and then that being supported for the next 6 or 7 years until the next generation. My fear with them releasing the 4K and the new Xbox One is whether they will just drop the support for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, the ones that we currently have. Maybe they will drop that support sooner than maybe the next generation arriving. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about everything that I've talked about in the comment section below. I know this video has been a little bit of a ramble fest, but it's just my thoughts on what might be happening in the gaming world. I won't be happy if Sony released the PlayStation 4K. Maybe that might put off a lot of people from Sony. Maybe they might want to pick up the NX, and maybe they'll know that Nintendo will support the NX for the next 6 years. Just look at the Wii U. The Wii U has flopped, but Nintendo still supported the system. They didn't, like, 2 years, like 3 years later, they didn't just like drop support totally and like release an upgradable version of the Wii U. And it's like a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of people complaining about Nintendo releasing the NX so soon after the Wii U. And this is a 4 year gap from the Wii U to the NX, if the NX does come out in 2016. So I wonder if those same people will complain about the PlayStation 4K and the new Xbox One if they release in 2017. And I think that is a 4 year gap again, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. It's either a 3 or 4 year gap if those two consoles do actually happen. So it will be interesting to see how gamers will react to this. But that is it for this video. I've been rambling on for far too long now, but if you have enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, make sure you're subscribing for everything NX. Seriously, I've got loads more NX videos coming up soon on my channel. Stay tuned for that. But until next time, I'm out of here. For now, I'm going to have to press that stop button because I really need to burp. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.